Hello and welcome to a GTA 5 DLC video. Today I'm going to be going through the Festive Surprise DLC, which was a GTA 5 DLC drop that came today. Really unexpected and really awesome. But before we get started, let me just give you a little backdrop story. So yesterday's video, we went through some questions and answers that Rockstar covered about heists, about first person mode, about lots of awesome stuff. There's a link in the description if you missed it. But for those of you that watched it, you know that one of the questions was, why did we wait so long for DLC, like the heist DLC? Like, it's been taking ages. And Rockstar came back and were like, well, we understand that you've been waiting a long time. So to tide you over till early 2015, wherever that date may be, we're going to give you a little festive surprise. Now, they didn't specify whether it would be DLC or whether it would be like a monetary thing, like they give us GTA dollars. But this morning, I woke up to my social networks, my YouTube comment section. Everything was flooded with, oh my god, there's DLC available to download. So I went ahead, I downloaded it, and the Festive Surprise is a really awesome DLC drop. So in this video today, I'm going to be breaking it down, show you all the main cool stuff, and yeah, should be pretty good. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. For those of you that are wondering, it's about a gigabyte's worth of download, so it's quite heavy, and it's pretty good. So look forward to it, and here's the DLC. Let's go. So first of all, we've got 4 cars to purchase. Now, some of them are actually cars we've already seen before in previous DLC drops, but the interesting thing about this DLC drop are the cars are in different styles. So the Massacre and the Jester both have a really awesome paint job that you can actually customize. I was really surprised when I actually took both of these cars to Los Santos Customs. You can actually change the stickers stay on, but you can change the color around it. So the Jester, for example, is white and black, white and red, sorry. You can actually change that two-tone color with primary and secondary colors. And the equally, the Massacre is orange to start off with, but you can actually change it to any color you want, and that actually looks really cool in pretty much any color variant. I actually prefer it in orange, so I kept it in orange. And likewise for the Jester. However, like, both of these cars look really cool, and they got some awesome stickers on, which, like, sounds a little bit weird, but I've definitely replaced them with the cars I had previously because they're race variants, which means their performance is a little bit more improved. Now, following on from that, we've got the Rat Truck, which looks really nice, and I'll show you a little bit of video of that as well. And then we've got the Slam Man, which just looks absolutely beautiful if you're into that American muscle car kind of theme, I suppose. And the cars are really cool. I really like all of them. I've actually put them all in my garages. And yeah, that's pretty epic. So let's show you some of the cars. So first of all, we've got the Massacre here, which in my opinion is just really nice. I actually didn't like this car all that much beforehand. I customized it in like a weird green color, and like I made it look like a Jag, and I just didn't really think it was all that nice. But with these cool, awesome race stickers, I actually really like this car. And it's definitely got a place in my garage. It's a really nice car to drive, actually. It handles fairly well. It's a fairly fast car. I don't think it's the fastest in its class. But still, it's still a nice little car to run around in. And if you're into this kind of theme, like, it's a really nice car. And it's a much improved Massacre. It's expensive. It's around 300,000 GTA dollars. So don't expect a cheap car here. But it's pretty cool. So if you've got the cash, you should drop it on this vehicle. So next up is the Vapid, or at least like the Vapid. I don't know how specifically to pronounce it, but I'm going to go with the Vapid because that just sounds cooler. But yeah, this is a really quirky vehicle. The interior itself is actually really nice to look at. Like, it's got like a metallic look to it. It's really unique in that respect. So if you like driving in first person, this might be a vehicle worth picking up. And as I said earlier, American car. It's got a couple of things wrong with it. First of all, it turns horribly. It just doesn't turn. It is the worst turning circle in the world. But following on from that, the brakes are, in my opinion, the worst, like the biggest problem. It's just they don't work. I'll show you a clip here of me driving and braking, and I've got my finger, sorry, I was going to say my foot, squarely on the brake like this. The brakes don't work unless you upgrade them, but even then they're not that great. So yeah, it's a really cool car. It's more of a style, like, style points than anything. You're not really going to do any good races in it unless it's in a straight line. But yeah, it's a pretty cool car. It's quite cheap actually. So if you don't have a lot of cash, but you quite like the idea of having a nicely looking car, American themed, then maybe this is a good car for you. But let me know in the comment section whether you like this kind of style. Now, next up is probably genuinely my most favorite car in the game now. It is, I liked this car before. I had it in a really cool kind of white and ice blue metallic theme, and it looked really awesome before that with these race stickers and the red and white. For those of you that have been watching the channel for a while, you'll know that I love the red and white color scheme. I think it looks awesome. But this is just, it's such a nice looking car, and it's really fast for its class. I think it should be in the super class, really, but it's just a sports car, which just makes it like really good for its class. So it drives fantastically. I can't say enough good things about this car. It looks great. There's lots of customization options. It's expensive. It's close to the 400,000 mark, so you're paying for a supercar essentially. But yeah, it's just the stickers on it are so cool, and I think it's really awesome. So really awesome, genuinely. Good job on that, Rockstar. Love this car, my new favorite car in GTA. Now, next up is a really cool car that previously you could only buy in a kind of tattered state. This one is in really good condition. It's the Rat Loader, and it just looks really, really nice. And there's some really cool things you can do with this car, namely, mostly in Los Santos Custom. So I really, really recommend taking it to Los Santos Custom. That was a really strange glitch I had there. That was just bizarre. But again, the turning circle is just god awful. The brakes are just terrible, but it's really stylish. And once you go in a straight line for quite a period of time, the acceleration and top speed is really, really impressive. Like, this car is a nightmare to handle. I wouldn't want to drive it around Los Santos for the fun of it. But if you're doing like a car show with your friends, or you want to show off with some customization options, it's a pretty cool car. So unless you like this theme car, again, it's cheap. I wouldn't really spend the money on it. Yeah, it's just awesome. I love it. Now, next up, if you're feeling particularly festive, there are a new set of outfits and clothing you can buy. I'm just showing you the outfits here. Some of them are really good, actually. I actually ended up buying the Claws outfit. They're all free, so if you just want to get in the festive mood, these outfits are pretty cool. And yeah, you look like a boss, or an elf, or pudding, whatever you choose. Now, coming out next is some really cool weapons that I wasn't expecting at all, especially in this DLC drop. And they're both probably for the Heist DLC coming out later this year. Next year, sorry. So the first one's a proximity mine, which is really self-explanatory. I'll show you some gameplay here. But basically, you plant it on the ground, someone walks over it, it explodes. So it's really cool in that regard. And it's probably going to become infuriating in GT Online, if I'm honest. However, it might prove really useful in heists and things like that. The other one is a homing missile launcher. So never again will you get an RPG and just fire it and it will just go woo, just like way off target. You're going to be able to home in on any vehicle moving and get the shot that you want. So that's really, really cool. And it's a really awesome weapon. I'll show you some gameplay in a separate video, talking about some other stuff later today or tomorrow. But yeah, both the weapons are probably for the Heist DLC, and they're really, really useful and cool. Like, they're not gimmicky like the firework launcher, which was kind of cool, but it was basically an RPG that looked pretty. So, yeah, both weapons, really awesome. Now, one thing I can't show you today, but I will talk about because I'm going to wait to buy these apartments. They're like 500,000 GTA dollars. I'm going to wait till Heist before I buy one of these bad boys. But some of them have updated interiors, so that's pretty cool. One thing to mention is you can now actually own 3 separate properties. So originally it was only 1, and then it was 2, and now it is 3. So essentially you could have a 30-car garage if that tickles your pickle and that's what you fancy. So, yep, I actually ended up buying a little apartment up by not North Yankton, Blaine County, and yeah, it's pretty cool. Okay, guys, so there we go. We've got 4 new vehicles, some awesome clothing, some couple of new weapons, and a Christmas tree, and I'm sure there'll be more stuff closer to Christmas itself. So, yeah, stay tuned to the channel. Give this video a like or dislike rating, depending whether or not you liked it or not. And yeah, I'll catch you next time. Take care. Bye-bye.